So now I want to show you the new Ascend 10T. Has basically the same look as the 12T does. You'll notice that the front bow has a little bit of a drop on it. With this drop, it does allow water to come over the front just a little bit. However, I did keep it stock, so unfortunately I haven't had a chance to actually put my crate in the back. I plan on trying to put my crate in with a little bit of weight in the back to ballast it out to see if that'll help bring up the nose just a little bit. I did have the seat adjusted all the way back. I don't know if you'll notice this staining here on this. It is from red clay from when I did the balance test for y'all, so you'll get to see that. So if you live somewhere where you have red clay, I suggest you get the green, the dark olive green tan color. Don't get the white. I did. Wasn't a good choice for where we live, but oh well. Anyways, if you will see that the bottom is more shaped like the D10T now. You'll notice that it has more of a flat bottom and is no longer like the FS10. The FS10T, where the FS10T has a more rounded side and has that pocket in the middle, this one has more the tri-hull type flat bottom. Makes it a lot more stable. However, it does slow it down a little bit, but I didn't notice it being so slow that it became a hindrance. She likes the wind. It does not weather vane. It wants to parallel the waves. So as you're going through the water, it cuts very well, but if you come to a stop and you actually allow the waves to grab it, what it'll do is it'll actually want to parallel the waves. And here in Texas, most of our lakes are north-south lakes, so we have that blowing out of the south. So what I did was I just put the bow to the shore and fished the shoreline as it blew me from the south to the north. You can see some more of those stains. Give you a little bit of a pano shot here. Profile from right to left. And as you can see, they've got the deck padding already pre-installed. Appears to be about a 1/4 inch thick neoprene padding. It's pretty good quality. I did notice whenever mine came in, it did have some lifts. Just when you first get it, make sure you push down everywhere really good. Make sure it was all down that way before you get water under it. So once you get water under that stuff, it's probably not going to hold very well. I did notice a few little blemishes on it, as you can see. I don't know if I can get it to focus for you here there. Mine had some, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. Like I said though, you'll see some orange little tints. Well, that's from the red clay here in Texas. Not a good idea, but to get this color, but hey. There's some of the specs. Like we said, it was 67 pounds, 31 inches wide, 10 foot long. It's a very nice kayak. You know, you could put a rudder on this thing. It's fairly flat, but you know what? It tracks well enough. I wouldn't even bother. Comparing to the D10T, the D10T had a problem with tracking. This one I'm not really finding that it does. It's very, very good boat. It's got a nice little keel for the ridge from forward to aft, bow to stern. You got a couple of shots there. But you can see how they kind of imitated the front to look a lot like the the 12Ts. The little pockets. The pockets here are about, I'd say, 3/4 inches deep. And then it appears to have a little Delrin kind of slots there to lock your seat in. I changed mine out for the upgraded deluxe seat with the neoprene. It works. Unfortunately on mine I'm going to have to CNC a new piece of Delrin here and lift it up about another 1/2 inch. But it works. I've got my, it grabs just enough to where it doesn't slide that much, but just because I want to make it right. So it does have 3 tracks for the accessory tracks. Dry box and obviously cup holder. You definitely want to make sure you got the scuppers in. She does take on water with any kind of chop at all without the scuppers in. I tried to run, you know, to see if I could leave some scuppers out, and no, you got to run them all. And then when you get in the calm, you can unplug them to let the water drain out. But just looking up here at the bow cargo, down at the base, at the back, it's about 19 inches of useful space, to the front being about 9 inches by about 18.5 inches on either side there. You can see of useful space. The depth, you're looking at about 4.5 inches deep. So move to the back. On the aft, so you got 12 inches, approximately 12 inches of useful space on that way, and right around 22.5 inches to the back. And then prior to getting to the D-rings there, you got 22.5 inches. Your seat will sit here. This area here, if you want, we can, moving forward. Let's see if we get a little better shot here. All right. I'm thinking is later on for storage, for maybe camping or something, we may utilize this for storage and actually get it some space here. Before getting to the radiuses off of these scupper holes, you're going to get to about 20 inches by let's see here, looks like 8.5 inches by, like we just said, yeah, about 20 inches. So you can get a nice top to put in there. We can cut out. However, I want to say this is one of the markings for the serial number, which it's also back here. All right, so in conclusion, guys, I'm going to say that if you have an FS10T, that this is definitely an upgrade to the FS10T. If you have a D10T, it is slightly less stable. However, you don't feel like you're pushing a bus through the water. So if you've got a 12T, then maybe you're looking for something shorter. Great. This is probably going to be better fit for you, and a lot less weight to lug around to. Being 67 pounds is a lot easier to deal with. I still use a cart, but in the end, I'm going to go ahead and say, give this thing a thumbs up. It's a great kayak. So guys, if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave me in the comments or send me a message.
Shake that thing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay.